Welcome to Career Practitioner Conversations. This podcast is presented by the National Career Development Association.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Career Practitioner Conversations podcast. I'm Dr. Pankaj Desai. I currently serve the Career Center at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign as the Senior Assistant Director for Inclusion Initiatives. And within NCDA, I'm also associated with the International Student Services Committee and specifically the Professional Development and Community Connections team as the chair of the annual mini conference since the past 3 years. I'm also excited this year to be part of the cohort that is the NCDA Leadership Academy. Today, I'm here with Ellen and Lee, who are the chairs of the NCDA International Student Services Committee, in short, ISSC. We are excited to dive into the virtual mini conference, which has over the years become a great resource for anyone interested in supporting international students, especially at the intersection of career development and advocacy. I'm grateful to NCDA and Dr. Melissa Venable for inviting us to this podcast. So before we get started and share more about our upcoming event, I invite Ellen and Lee to introduce themselves.
Thanks, Pankaj. I'm Ellen Zold-Goldman, and I'm an Associate Director at Career Design at Boston at Northeastern University. And my role has a focus in supporting international students, but I'm in my second year of my term as co-chair of the International Student Services Committee with NCDA. And I'm really excited. I have the pleasure this year of serving with my co-chair, Lee Oliveris. Lee, do you want to go?
Thank you so much for having us. My name is Lee Oliveris, and I'm the Associate Director of Career Services at Carnegie Mellon University, Silicon Valley. And it's a pleasure to be here.
So, Pankaj, to kick things off, can you tell us a little bit more about the International Student Services Committee, the ISSC's annual mini conference, maybe the theme of this year's event and some of the sessions?
Certainly. So the basic idea is that we all recognize that we are in a very dynamic global landscape where international students face unique challenges as they navigate their career pathways. So recognizing this, the theme of this year's mini conference is Cultivating Confidence and Career Readiness in a Changing World. We have taken care to design the mini conference to enable career practitioners to support their international students with the tools, insights, and strategies that are needed to thrive in an increasingly complex landscape. So in a nutshell, this conference aims to serve as a beacon, we like to say, for those who are dedicated to supporting the career aspirations of international students and understanding issues related to the internationalization of higher education. I'm also excited to share that the mini conference is free to attend for all of our current NCDA members. So if you have a current membership, this conference has no charge. You can attend this free of cost. And if anybody is listening who is not a member, I would strongly recommend that you get an NCDA membership. I'll also take this opportunity to dive a little deeper into the conference itself and share a little bit about each one of these sessions. So we have 5 sessions in total. Starting at 10 a.m. Central Time, we go all the way up to 4 p.m. Central Time. So the first session is titled Guiding Gen Z International Students with a Strengths-Based Micro-Coaching Framework for Career Confidence. And so in this session, we generally will learn about the Career Compass Coaching, which is a strengths-based micro-coaching model. And this model delves into 4 focused micro-coaching zones, which talks about clarity, confidence, competence, and communication. And it helps students define their career vision and communicate effectively. So the goal of this session is to help our participants gain a practical roadmap for high-impact coaching while respecting cultural context and visa limitations. Yeah. The second session is kind of a train the trainer session, and we are calling it the International Career Services Practitioner Toolkit. So think of it as lightning talks. So within 45 minutes, you will hear from 3 to 4 presenters. And the 3 topics that we have is the first one being the NCDA Credentialing. So you'll hear from the Director of Credentialing. And then we will also talk about the International Student Resource Guide. That's one of the highlights of our committee. You'll hear a lot more about it from our chairs in a moment. And then finally, we'll also learn about how to empower career practitioners with AI And we learn about resources and best practices from the NCDA AI Task Force Initiative. So this is session 2. Session 3 goes a little deeper into this topic, which is Stronger Together, Rethinking Support for International Students Through Campus Collaboration. So it highlights the growing opportunity to enhance international student experiences through proactive student-centered initiatives and cross-departmental collaboration. Attendees will discover strategies for building buy-in from various campus partners and gain ideas for collaborative programming. Generally, this tends to be a huge hiccup, stress point for those of us who are wanting to do impactful work. So this session will cover that. 2 more to go. Session 4 is advising international students with intercultural competence, a foundational equity lens. So in this session, practitioners will learn about approaching career advising with a global mindset and an equity lens, fostering positive relationships and empowerment for diverse international students. The 5th one then is navigating change. This will be an attorney session. Attorney Aaron Bloomberg will join us to talk about the latest US immigration developments impacting higher education. So a lot is happening, a lot of flux, a lot of anxiety in the air. So hopefully we'll learn about strategies. We'll hear from Aaron about the various insights that he has gleaned from his experience into the distinctive immigration requirements for colleges, universities, based on the issues faced by the students, especially F1 and J1 visa. So yeah, in a nutshell, attendees will have the opportunity to earn up to 5 continuing education credits for attending the mini conference. And this is a great opportunity to continue to build on your skill set, but also for many professionals in the career development field, especially those already holding NCDA credentials or other certifications. This is an important way to kind of gather the continuing education credits. So I would strongly encourage everyone to attend these sessions and earn these CE credits. Yeah, so that's it from my side in terms of what's in the mini conference.
Fabulous. Thank you for sharing that. Do you mind sharing about how you decided on your theme this year and who specifically do you recommend attend this mini conference?
Yeah, our committee came up with a very democratic process. We had a lot of brainstorming sessions starting all the way from November 2025. We have come this far now, along the way deciding what are some of the important topical areas we ourselves would like to hear about, learn about. And then we solicited proposals based on a theme description and a theme that was shared widely. So that's how we built on this curriculum here that the mini conference has come about to be. And in terms of who is this for, frankly, I would say this mini conference is designed for anyone who would consider themselves at the intersection of career education and international education. Yeah, so it's for a diverse array of folks. It could be career coaches, career educators, DSOs, alternate responsible officers, anybody who's working in the realm of immigration, student affairs, you name it. I think everybody today has some stake in the internationalization piece. So I would request everyone to pay a little more attention. And I think what we have curated here is certainly something worth everyone's attention.
That's great to hear. And for me, hearing the theme being cultivating confidence and readiness in a changing world could not be more perfect in the landscape that our students are in right now. So really excited to attend on August 8th. And do you mind sharing what are some key benefits or learning outcomes that you think folks who attend will walk away with?
Certainly, yeah. The biggest takeaway is that you get to hear from different folks who have different stakes in some ways in this bigger puzzle that internationalization is. So participants can expect a wide array of practical insights, strategies, actionable tools to enhance their support for international students and to enrich their own understanding about higher education, career development, internationalization, all of that kind of put together. There is certainly an emphasis on the strengths-based micro-coaching framework. We'll be talking about intercultural competence in advising. Participants will be able to gain perspective on connecting meaningfully with diverse international student populations, culturally relevant career coaching. And of course, we have the emphasis on policy through the attorney session. And then, like I mentioned earlier, there is that added emphasis on training the trainer. So we want to give a quick snapshot of various things that a practitioner today perhaps needs to pay attention to, and then in their own time take a deeper dive into each one of these topical areas. So in sum, I think this is a great way to get a primer if you're new to the field of, you'll quickly get an immersion into various aspects of career development. I like to think of them as dimensions of career development because there are so many lenses. It's not just about a resume anymore, or it's not just about finding a job. It's so much about life design, building a career, things like that. So I feel it's for everyone, and a little bit of everything in some ways is available through the 5 sessions that we have curated.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
So we have spoken quite a bit at length, I suppose, about the mini conference. Helen and Lee, could you talk a little more about the ISSC committee? I would think that our listeners would gain from learning more about the work we do. And I know that we do amazing work led by both of you. So please share a little more.
Great. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, we're also passionate in this committee about our work and offering practical insights and tools to support our international students in their career development. And I love what you said about all the dimensions of their career development. And that really is the holistic focus of the committee. If you're hearing about the committee for the first time, maybe, we love to have you join us and learn more. We have over 40 active members, and we have 3 sub-teams, of which Pankaj is an amazing leader for the mini conference, along with other members of the committee that work with him on this. It's a great initiative. And then it's part of professional development and community connections. And so, Lee, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Definitely. So if you're someone that has a passion for community, like maybe you're a people person, or similar to Pankaj, what he was sharing about just passion for bringing people together in a setting like a mini conference. This year, we newly created this group that is a combination of social media and the mini conference. So we brought together this super stellar team. We decided to combine the 2 teams of mini conference and social media, and it's now called Professional Development and Community Connections. And this specific sub-team focuses on serving career development professionals with avenues to exchange ideas, such as webinars, YouTube videos, our active LinkedIn group. So for example, not only is this team preparing for the annual mini conference that happens each summer, but they also plan an annual webinar. And this year, the topic was a cross-cultural career coaching exchange. So 4 experienced international students, career advisors, were invited to share about how they're building community and connecting their students and how they're supporting their international students specifically in this complicated and turbulent time for our students. So that was earlier this summer in June. And so again, that's one aspect of this committee. Another aspect is the mini conference. And then lastly, there's the YouTube channel where we have almost 100 subscribers. And so if you're someone that's passionate about creating content like YouTube videos and having something that can be shared not only as part of ISSC, but a broader audience, we definitely invite you to come join and learn more about ISSC at the conference on August 8th. And if you haven't already joined our LinkedIn group, we recommend you do, and you can find us under Professional Development Career Consultants within ISSC on LinkedIn. And we can't wait to connect with you. We do have 2 other subcommittees, and I'm going to let Ellen share about those.
Great. I love this committee. The research and writing team is a team within the ISSC, and they're really focused on research related to international students in the U.S. and career development. They contribute research to publications, other writing activities, for example, with Career Developments Magazine, Career Convergence. the CDC Quarterly. And some of the research, for example, the latest projects related to career adaptability of international students. And in addition, folks who join this particular sub-team, they really contribute their interests to and shape what the research is going to be for the following year. They've also done best practices and research within a team. So there, some really good work is happening there. And then the resource team focuses, and I think Pankaj mentioned that before, focuses on resources for partnering with international students with an amazing guide that is on the NCDA website. It's on the password protected section of the website, and it's really focused resources for supporting international students through all of the different dimensions of their career development. And it's always innovating. And this year, it's going to have an AI career resources section for best practices. We've gotten a preview of it. It's going to go live soon, and it's an amazing guide. We would love to have you join us if you're interested in this professional area, if your interests intersect with this area. It's really a fun committee. It's a great committee in terms of leadership, flexing your leadership. If you're really interested in a particular area, we have a team probably for you. And it's also really wonderful because you meet other professionals who are really passionate about this area. I've met so many people who are not only colleagues, but have become friends through this. And it's really a wonderful community.
That's amazing. I totally agree with you. I remember coming into this committee and feeling so welcome. And it hasn't even been so long ago, right? So I totally endorse that. So thanks for sharing all of that. I know that we have a lot going on at any given time. Could we also share with our listeners, how do we get started with the committee? What do we have to do to get involved right away?
Step 1, come to the mini conference on August 8th. And then Ellen, what's step 2?
Well, the mini conference is wonderful. That will give you a taste of the work of the committee and the wonderful talent on the committee. And then October is when we actually begin for the new year. There's an interest form which we can share with folks, especially at the mini conference, so that if you're interested and you want to learn more, then you can come to our meeting in October. We'll invite you. There are breakouts that are going to happen for each team within the ISSC so that you can learn a little bit more about the work of each of the groups and give you a sense of the vibe and the feel of it and which one you might really want to join, because it's really this is sort of a working committee. So everybody joins a particular team. And I hope that's really helpful. We hope that you'll join us. We're excited about the mini conference. So thank you so much for your leadership on that. And it's very, very timely, very, very important. And we're all just really excited about August 8th.
Certainly. I'm personally very excited about the mini conference. I have gained so much from attending and curating over the past few years. So with that, I would encourage everyone who's interested in attending the mini conference to visit this link. It's bit.ly/ISSCMINICONF. Okay. And we'll also attach that with our podcast in the description. You can also find this on the NCDA calendar happening on August 8th, 2025. Once again, I'll remind everyone that the mini conference is free. If you're already a member of NCDA, you don't have to do anything more besides registering. But for anyone else who's listening and who's not a member, I would strongly encourage you to get an NCDA membership. There's so much value to be gained from this community that NCDA is. And it's only $40 for the first-time members and students. Yeah. So with that, I would like to bring this conversation to a close. Is there anything else, Lee and Ellen, you would like to add?
No, I would just say thank you for listening. And if you want to reach out to any of us, if you go to the NCDA website and you look at the committees, you'll see the International Student Services Committee, the ISSC, there with our contact information. So feel free to reach out anytime.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope this was helpful, and we can't wait to see you soon virtually.
Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye.